If I couldn't be a doctor, I would follow my mom to be a teacher.
Maybe? Not sure.
Not sure that.
You love tests, don't you?
Half no, half yes.
Half no, half yes. But these tests are good, so that's okay. This is all good. All right. So what are we going to pick? We're going to pick men and women's work, why it's different, more men in one field than women in another field, or why there's more women in one than men. Like, for example, in Comfa, you have coal mines, right? But
Yeah.
it's 99% probably men. Not very many women work at the coal mines, yeah?
Yes.
So we're going to talk about the differences of men and women's careers, or do you want to talk about the mind over matter, the psychic abilities?
I want to talk about men and women career.
All right, men and women. So that was lesson 5, I think. I can't remember. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You remember the drill? So we will let you do the reading so I can score your reading and pronunciation and your reading fluency. And then you'll tell me about the 2 differences. And I'll score your vocab and grammar. And then we'll ask some comprehension questions to make sure you understand what you are reading. But you've done this a million times. Piece of cake for you. Right? All right. When you're ready, start.
Okay, now we start.
When you're ready, let's start.
Yes. Woman's work. Toddler word nursery was delighted.
It's toddler. Toddler. I mean, that means like, right, between infants, terrible twos, and before they become kids, like grade 1. Like, it's like kindergarten and a little bit younger. Toddler world nursery.
Toddler word nursery was delighted to employ a 22 years old Jonathan Brown as their first male nursery school teacher. He was also the only man who applied for the job, but existing Marjorie Bowman, head teacher of toddler word, by far the best applicant. Both boys and girls will benefit from the experience of having a male role model in the nursery, says mother of 2, Marjorie. Jonathan has always been interested in children care. His own mother is a child miner, and his father is a teacher. I have always helped Mom with looking after all the children, he says. I'm used to charging nappies, feeding babies, reading stories, and playing with Lego. But Jonathan is a rare male in a female world. Only 2% of nursery teachers are men, and this hasn't changed for 10 years. Georgia Olson of the National Nursery Trust said, men are often viewed with anxiety and suspicion in a children's environment, or they are expected to do things the way women would do them. But men bring different things into child care, and this has to be recognized. Jonathan agrees. He is a qualified under-7 football coach and plans to introduced football lessons to the nursery for boys and girls. What do Jonathan's friends think of his choice of career? Actually, most of them are pretty cool about it. He says, so they do make jokes about nappies, and I have found that girls are actually quite impressed. Is that good? So that's good.
All right, so girls are often impressed, huh?
Mm.
Okay. All right, so men's world.
A men's world. 10 years ago, there were very few female air traffic controllers. It was seen as a men's world, but now 25% of air traffic controllers in the UK are women, and the number is increasing. Caroline Beck is one of them. She says, I have always been interested in planes because of my dad. He knew a lot about them. For a while, we lived near Heathrow Airport, and we used to watch all the planes taking off and landing. She was determined to be an air traffic controller. The 12 months of training, the exams, and the aircraft simulation exercise were taught, says Caroline. But I was well prepared for my career. What I wasn't prepared for was the reaction of some of the men, especially the older ones. The new women controllers were viewed with suspicion, and they had to work twice as hard to be accepted by their male colleagues. Nowadays, things are better, but women are still in a minority. I'm the only woman in my team, but I get on well with my colleagues. There are still plenty of
Colleagues.
colleagues.
Yeah, the people I work with, the colleagues. Colleagues.
Colleagues. There are still plenty of jokes about women. The man says that we can't read maps, which isn't true. But I generally don't mind. Don't mind. My job is highly responsible and stressful, but I know I'm good at it.
So what do you think? What kind of jobs do they have in Kamfa that are dominant male or dominant women? Can you think of other jobs other than the coal mining? What else? What other fields do you see more women than men or more men than women? I can think of a couple of very simple ones.
Well, I think it's the teacher. The more women than men.
Absolutely. There's a lot more women teachers, female teachers than men. That's right. Can you think of another one?
Another one?
What about your mom and dad in their work? Go ahead. Sorry.
I said the builder, the
Builders, construction workers.
Yeah, construction worker.
Yeah, builders. Yeah, that's right. So more men than women usually. Yeah, it's a lot of labor, hard labor. That's tough work. Okay. So what kind of work did Jonathan do? What did he get into?
He get into do the nursery work.
Nursery. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do they do at nurseries? What kind of a job is a nursery teacher?
Yeah, he take care of the children and teach them football.
He's going to teach them football too, yeah. What about an air traffic controller? What do they do?
They control the flight.
Yeah,
Make sure is safe for the passenger.
And the pilots.
Yeah.
Cool. Jonathan was better than the other men who applied for the job. Is that true or not true? True or false? Jonathan was better or better qualified than the other men that applied for the job.
Yeah, maybe better.
What's that?
Oh, I don't remember exactly, but I think he's better.
He's better. So how many men applied for the job?
42% nursery teachers.
How many men applied for the job? How many male applicants were there? Applicants, people who applied for the job. You post the job. We're hiring teachers.
Oh, he's the only man who applied.
Exactly. He's the only man. So he wasn't better than the other male applicants. He was better than the female applicants. Jonathan has lots of experience looking after small children.
Yes. Yes, he have lots of because her mom, his mom is a child mother and his dad is a teacher.
Yeah.
So he's was always help his mom with looking after children, changing nappies, feeding them, and reading stories for them.
Yes. Do you remember what nappies are?
Nappies are the thing that baby wear.
Yeah, diapers, nappies.
Yeah, that.
The percentage of male nursery teachers is less now than it was 10 years ago.
No, it hasn't changed for 10 years.
Hasn't changed. That's correct.
Yeah.
People expect male nursery school teachers to behave like female nursery school teachers. General population.
Can you repeat the question again?
People, the majority of people, expect that male nursery teachers expect them to behave like female nursery teachers. They expect men to teach and do the same things men do, or women do.
But they can.
Is that what the people believe? True or false?
Is false. People don't believe that men expect like women in child care. Yeah.
Sure. Are you sure?
Oh. They're expected to do things the way women do them. Yes, they expected.
So a lot of general population, the people that don't teach, they assume or they think that men should teach the same way as women. But Marjorie Jonathan, her name is, the boss, the owner, she thinks it's good that Marjorie something, the boss, thinks it's good that Jonathan will bring something different for the kids, not the same as the parents. But people believe that male teachers should be the same as female teachers. Yeah. Okay. John's female friends admire him for the choice of career he made.
No, they was quite impressed.
Well, impressed means admire.
Yeah.
Oh, I admire that. That's really good. I'm impressed. To admire is to look up. Impressed is to be not proud. Yeah, I guess it could be a little bit proud, or admire, thinks that that's a really good thing, right? Impressed. It's like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, they're similar. Both Caroline and her father are interested in planes.
Yes.
Yeah, what did they used to do?
They used to watch the plane taking and landing from the Heathrow Airport.
Yeah, in London. I think London Heathrow Airport. Taking off.
Taking off, yeah.
Yeah, and landing. Taking off, landing. Okay. Caroline was not surprised that male traffic controllers viewed her with suspicion.
Yes, she was not surprised. She was surprised.
Yeah.
Because she's not well prepared for that.
Exactly. She was prepared for her job, but she was not prepared for how the older men reacted to her and teased her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also a lot of the air traffic controllers, quite a few of the women air traffic controllers cannot read maps. True or not true? Female air traffic controllers cannot read maps.
It's not true, because female air traffic controller can read maps.
Yeah, they would never pass the course if they didn't. Yeah, they would never pass the course and become an air traffic controller if they couldn't read the maps, right?
Yes.
So what about you? Would you rather be a nursery teacher, or would you like to be an air traffic controller?
No. Since I was 7 years old, I have a dream. I want to be a doctor.
You want to be a doctor? Do you know what kind of doctor you want to be? I'm not sure yet.
I'm not sure yet. I just want to help people to live a healthy life, make them to be healthy.
That's a great inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think? If you couldn't be a doctor, would you try being an air traffic controller?
No. If I couldn't be a doctor, I would follow my mom to be a teacher, maybe.
Maybe? Not sure?
Yeah. Not sure, because I will try hard to make my dream come true to be a doctor.
Ah, okay, very good. I don't have any more questions for you. It was very clear. The pronunciation, you kind of stumbled a bit on your pronunciation. That was the lowest. But your use of vocabulary was good. The way you spoke fluently to be understood was very good. Your comprehension, once you thought about it, you had a couple of questions you didn't have, but you corrected yourself. And your use of grammar was very good. So all in all, overall, you did very, very good, G.
Thank you.
All right, that's great. Let's go back to Earth base and Mars and see what's going on. See if Matt wants to do his test.